Hey there, welcome to our channel and welcome back to my kitchen. Y'all come on in. Today we're gonna make homemade Hamburger Helper. Real easy, not a whole lot of time, and definitely not a whole lot of ingredients. So let's get started. Now for your Hamburger Helper, this is all you're gonna need. You're gonna need some potatoes, some hamburger, some cheese, some onion, salt, pepper, garlic, thyme, and if you have it, some paprika. If you don't worry about it. Some milk, some flour, and some butter. All right, guys, I had a wardrobe malfunction. My sister gave me that apron for Christmas, and I promised her I would wear it in my first video back, but it's a little too big, and my microphone was causing it to fall way, way down, and it just looked really funny on the camera, you know? So I had to go back to my old one, but it's a tried and true, so we're good. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start that water to boiling because we have to parboil those potatoes so it won't take so long in the oven. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna put some water in this pot, which I already have, and some salt. And I put about 3 teaspoons of salt in here while I was having my wardrobe malfunction, so it's there. All right, and we're just gonna start that water to boil. While it's boiling, we're gonna cut up our potatoes. Okay, now to slice our potatoes, you can do it however you want. If you have a mandolin, great. You have one of these that does the little shapes on it, great. If you just have a regular knife, that's fine too. I've used them all. But today I'm going to use this one because it's fun. And we're just going to, and you need to, you know, slice them as close to the same thickness. Just like that. Okay, and I'm shooting for like, what is that, 1/4 of an inch or so? And I love this little tool. Might as well make cooking dinner fun. You gotta do it. All right, now we're gonna put those cut potatoes into that salt water, which is almost up to a boil. And remember, we're just parboiling, okay? We're not cooking them all the way through. So we're gonna get them in there. We're gonna get our lid on it. And now we're gonna turn our oven on to 350 degrees. Start. There you go. Next, we're gonna get our eye on, and we're gonna put it on about medium high. We're gonna take that hamburger and we're gonna start to cook it. And this hamburger is between 3/4 and a pound. You know, it's enough for Randy and I. But what you do is you just multiply it out, a pound for every at least 3 people. And you just work it from there. It's really easy. We're gonna get our seasonings in the pan. Okay, now we're gonna get our seasonings in the pan and we're gonna salt it. And that's about, I don't know, a teaspoon of salt. Gonna get us some pepper. That's probably a teaspoon. We like pepper. And then we're gonna get some garlic powder. And we're just gonna sprinkle that. We like garlic too, so I kind of douse that up good. Thyme, I'm just gonna sprinkle it with my heart, just like that. Drop a little paprika in there just to give it a little color. And we're just gonna start chopping it up. Okay, now I'm up to a good rolling boil, which means I need to turn that off. And I need to probably get them out of there. Okay, and I'm going to take their parboiled now, and I'm going to take them out. Remember, we don't want them all the way cooked, because then they'll be like really mushy in your, once they come through the oven. So.
Look at the camera and smile.
All right. Now we're just going to let those sit right here on the counter. Yeah. Now we're just going to move that around and get it more broke up. Get those seasonings all in there. Alright, and I had some leftover onion from yesterday. This thing was absolutely huge, so I'm just going to use that. If you have a regular size onion, that's what we're looking for, just a regular size onion. Okay, and we're just going to chunk that up. Maybe. And we're going to add those onions. There we go. All right. Randy said to explain to you why I pushed the hamburger out of the way. Well, because that leaves me space here, but my hamburger wasn't quite done. So now it's still getting done, but I can actually brown or, soften up my onions. So now they're on this side and my burger is on that side. And as soon as they get soft, I'll mix them all together. Right, my onions are soft now, so I'm going to push them up on the other side of that pan too, right up on top of that beef, because I need to get rid of some of that fat. We're just going to set this paper towel in there, get me a handy dandy set of tongs. Okay, my paper towel is nice and good and soaked up now, so we're going to throw that away. And that little bit that's left in there, that's fine and dandy, because I need to make some gravy, and I'm going to need that. All right, so now we got this all mixed up. Now we're going to take and put it in a bowl and set it to the side. And we're going to take that, set it to the side. Okay, now we're going to get some butter. Okay, probably a couple tablespoons of butter. Get that in there, get it nice and melted. Good and hot. Okay, now we're gonna, about 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. We're gonna put just a little bit of that. Get that in and incorporated. Add a little more. And honestly, I'm not gonna need that whole 1/4 cup for what I need to do. So we're gonna call that good. All right. Whoops. And 1 cup of milk, which we're gonna add a little at a time too. And we're gonna do this, we're gonna switch this up. I need to do this right-handed. Okay, now we're gonna turn that down. And this is really, really thick. So, I need to thin it out. And the way I'm gonna thin it out is I have some chicken broth, which is not gonna change the flavor too much, but I don't have any beef broth. And I need to thin that out. So I'm gonna put about 1/2 cup of that chicken stock. And Randy was making fun of me. He thinks it's gonna change the flavor. It's really not. If anything, it'll make it taste better because that's my chicken broth. And chicken left over from where I made stuffing and noodles and stuff for Christmas. Right, now we're gonna take that hamburger that we took out and put it right back in. We're gonna give that a good mix, get it all incorporated. Okay, we're all good and incorporated. Now we can start loading that casserole dish. Okay, now we're gonna take that. This is an 8x8, you know, because like I said, there's just 2 of us, so 8x8. Now I'm gonna take these potatoes and we're gonna just line them up. Oh, you can go ahead and turn your stove off too. I just noticed I was bubbling. Okay, now I'm gonna pour about half that mix, or maybe 1/3. Let's start with 1/3. Let's do it that way. Go ahead. We're gonna get those potatoes all nice and covered. Then we're gonna do it again. Line those potatoes up. Gonna do another layer, another 1/3. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it is a casserole. All right, now we're gonna add the last bit of those potatoes, as far as they'll go. And we're gonna add the rest and last of that mix on the top. Just get a little bit as far as it'll spread. Now we're gonna add some cheese. Can't have a casserole without cheese. And this is just mild cheddar. We're gonna get us a good layer on there, because we like cheese. It's probably close to, I'd say it's probably close to 2 cups. But if you like less cheese, add less cheese. Okay, we're ready to go. It's ready to go in the oven at 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes. In we go. In the center of your oven.
Okay, we are 30 minutes away from another world. Hamburger Helper. Isn't that right? Can I eat then?
Yeah, in 35 minutes.
In 35 minutes.
Well, in 35 minutes plus 10 to let it rest. Yeah,
Okay.
You need to let it rest so it firms up a little bit.
I'm absolutely starving. I cannot wait.
My 35 minutes are up. And there is my homemade hamburger helper. Now I'm just gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes because it's still good and bubbling. We want it to quit that bubbling and firm up just a little bit so we can serve. All right, my 10 minutes are up. I am starving. Randy's starving. Voila. I know it's not a dead ringer for Hamburger Helper, but it tastes 10 times better. And if you add up, if you have a lot of people in your family, when you start adding those boxes together, this is going to come out way cheaper.
Go.
All right, Randy, taste test time.
It's
Come on.
taste test time. It's taste test time. It's taste test time. That actually looks pretty good. It actually looks like it tastes good too. I said that, didn't I? Well, if you're a meat and potatoes guy, there's meat and potatoes for you.
Yeah.
That is so good.
I know. Why are you acting like you never had it before?
Well, you know, you called it Hamburger Helper. And it's been a minute since you made it.
Yeah, it has been a really long time since I made it. Probably since the kids all left home. Because this was really affordable and I could do this and I could get it done pretty quick. And then once I shoved it in the oven, I could go do something else. It was,
But
this
you
was
know
a
what?
lifeline.
You know, I just took a bite that didn't have no cheese on it, and that was good. And I told you it was good. But I just took a bite that had cheese on it, and it was better.
Better.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right, guys, eat your heart out. I'm telling you what, you're missing out on something. It's hamburger.
Yeah.
But with Tammy's Hamburger Helper, it's got to be good.
Yes, it does. And just serve you a little bit of garlic bread. You got a full meal. If you want to stretch it a little bit, you can add a salad or some Brussels sprouts or just some little something to add on to it and put a little color on the plate. But we're past all that and we're just gonna eat it just like it is with some garlic toast. That's it.
I'm telling you, this is really good.
I know.
It's really good. All right, I'm gonna go inside so I can eat. Y'all have a good one. I'm out of here.
Like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next one.
Don't
leave
forget
a
to hit
comment.
the hype button.
Okay. And leave a comment. Let me know what was your favorite meal to fix when your kids were little.